The Vergas Show is brought to you by Spanky Stone Hearth, casual fine dining on beautiful Rose Lake. Vergas State Bank, your locally owned community full-service bank. Vergas Event Center for gatherings large or small, including weddings. Vergas Liquor Store, where all the profits profit Vergas.
Make the right call. Call Hanson's, the most trusted name in plumbing and heating.
Hi, welcome to the Vergas Show. I'm Sherri Hanson. Thanks for joining me today. I'm at the City Garage in the city of Vergas, and I'm with Matt Ingebrigtsen and Mike Dufresne, the city workers. How are you guys doing with this winter? I mean, it's been something, hasn't it? Tell me about your days, Mike. How do they start out?
It's been pretty long last couple weeks with the blizzards coming in.
You know, we've had an unprecedented winter again. I mean, we've had these before. We're in Minnesota, right? And so we expect that. But, you know, the last couple winters, we've just kind of coasted. It's been pretty nice. And you guys have been able to keep the trails clean and stuff like that. And that's not the case this year, is it?
No, it just keeps snowing.
Yeah, it keeps snowing is right. And so I guess what I wanted to talk to you guys about is, what does your day start like when you know, a blizzard's coming, or you know that there's going to be a big snowfall?
Well, panic kind of sets in because we really don't know if it will hit us or does not hit us.
Oh, you mean you don't have confidence in the weather system, right? No. No, I hear what you're saying, Mike, yes.
So then Matt and I, we get together and we talk about our game plan, if we're going to plow, if we're not going to plow. And we meet at the shop and we just start pushing.
All right. Now, Matt, when Mike says that he's talking about the game plan, what goes on in your mind for that?
It's a free-for-all. It's a free-for-all. No, we just start on Main Street and we'll work on the arterial routes from there, and then we'll work our way out, and we'll usually start on one side of the railroad tracks, and then we'll work our way to the other side and then hit the township roads.
What time of day does this start for you guys? You know, I mean,
what time of day?
Yeah.
Depends on when the snow is going to end.
Okay.
We kind of plan it with that. We'll start anywhere from 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning,
sure,
depending on when it's going to end and when the wind is going to die down.
The wind has been a big thing this year. There's no doubt about that, and so that plays into it. Tell me what the homeowners can be doing to help out.
Stay home till it's done.
Right, yeah. But I mean, okay, say you got to get to work. I mean, you guys have been doing an awesome job, because I come to work early in the morning, and the, you know, the alleyways and everything, they're cleaned out. But is there something the homeowners can be doing?
I would have to say maybe just to be patient. It takes time to remove the snow, and it takes time to do the things that we do. So if you guys could just, you know, be patient, buckle down, and just wait for us to get through so you can get out, that would be probably the best thing I could say.
Yeah. How about you, Mike? What do you got to say about that?
Well, I really agree with Matt. It is kind of dangerous.
If they're trying to get out and you guys are plowing, and yeah.
Correct. A lot of things can go wrong.
All right, and so the snow, we've had snow, and it's not supposed to snow for a little while now when we're filming this anyway. And so then, where does all that snow go? What do you guys do? What's the process for that?
Well, we've been taking it to Mike Summers' his new building he's building.
On Railway Avenue there,
yep,
yeah.
He was good enough to let us put our snow there, and then we're also putting it out at our yard waste site, our compost site.
And so then you just bring the payloader in and the truck in, and you just try to get that all off the streets and clean that up, yeah.
Yep.
Well, and I realize, okay, it's winter time, so we're talking snow, but snow's not everything that you guys do. Tell me a little bit about, I mean, there has to be, with the amount of cold that we've had, the water main breaks.
Well, Vergas is pretty fortunate. It hasn't experienced a lot of water main breaks, but we've had some, and in this type of weather, it can make a real hassle for the contractors that are going to come in and fix it.
Right, and so we've been pretty fortunate. I mean, have you had any this year?
Yes, we had one, and Sonneberg Excavating did an outstanding job fixing it. It was a horrible.
Okay. And so they came in and took care of that. And then when we talk about water main breaks, obviously that's the main city thing. But I do know that sometimes there's a problem between the homeowner's house and the curb stop. Tell me how that all works.
Well, yes.
Where's the city responsibility and where's the homeowner's responsibility?
Well, the city's responsibility is the main and the corp, which is the part that connects the service line to the house.
Okay.
And they're responsible back to the main. And that seems to be where some leaks happen quite a bit.
Yeah, it does. And especially, I mean, sometimes it happens, with some of the new homes being built and things like that too. I mean, you just have some of the new facility things going in. I do know that the city has a program, and then also some of your homeowners insurance have a program for service line breaks for the homeowner. And so it's definitely something to look into, because from your home to that curb stop, that's the homeowner's responsibility, isn't it?
All the way to the court, though.
All the way to the...
Yep, it passes the curb stop.
It passes, okay, so the probably, where the line is, obviously.
Correct. It could be out in the middle of the street.
Oh, okay. And so it goes all the way there, so it's not just a curb stop thing. Okay.
Correct.
Now, can they stop down in the city office and see, what the plan is at the city office of what they've got to provide some insurance for that?
Absolutely, and it's a dynamite insurance. I know there's some people that have taken advantage of it.
Okay.
With their sewer systems. Haven't really gotten too many water leaks with it yet, I don't believe. But I don't believe it's good for businesses.
Oh, I think you're right on that, and the businesses can look into that on their business owner policy and stuff too. All right. Tell me about the recycling area. What's going on there? I know that you want to talk about that, or Matt want to talk about the recycling?
Well, we have a dynamite recycling area. A lot of people use it. This year we're requiring the residents of Vergas to get a permit to use it. It doesn't cost them anything, but it gives us an idea of who's actually using it. The permits did go up a little bit this year.
So if you're not a city owner, you can purchase a permit, is that correct?
Correct.
Because as a city owner, you can use it. And then where do you get? I know it's a little thing that you put in your windshield, right?
Correct. It's a little hanger that.
Can you just get that at the city office?
City office or the liquor store.
Okay. And then so if you're not a city owner, you can and when we're talking, I mean, you can still use the recycling. I mean, you can take your recycling and stuff there. But as far as taking your yard waste and things like that, that's where you need the permit if you're not a city owner. So like if you're going to start cleaning up this spring or something like that, you need to come in. Do you know how much those are?
I believe it's $50.
Yeah, I can't remember what that is either, but do you ever go up there, Matt? Do you take part in, is it a problem up at the recycling unit area for yard waste and that? Is that, I know the city has talked about that at some of their city meetings.
The only problems I run into are just people not displaying their permit in their mirror.
Okay.
So in turn, then it's our job to ask them if they have a permit. If people would just display it in their mirror, then we wouldn't have to ask them. And I find it can be bothersome to people when we do ask them and they have it. So just to ask them to display it when they come up and dump would be exceptionally helpful to us.
It's cameraed up there, isn't it? So there is a camera system up there. And so, and it's nice if that is displayed in the window, then you guys don't have to worry about, like you say, looking them up and trying to figure that out. You guys, I can't say enough good about it. I get to work with these two guys very often, like in Looney Days, with just anything that's going on with the new skating rink. You just call up Mike and Matt, and they're very willing to work with you guys. We're going to wrap this up by, I want to hear what, if you had your perfect day working in the city, what would it be, Matt?
My perfect day working in the city. Well,
what do you like to do? Oh, there's so many, isn't there?
No, actually, it's a really good job. I live here, so it's really important to me to be able to make a difference in this town. My kids are here, and I'm here, and for me, that's where it's at. I really enjoy the people, and I enjoy the businesses, and I enjoy the things that we can offer people who don't live here.
Right, and you have to enjoy that hot summer day when you're on the lawnmower rather than it snows, shoveling snow. And Mike, how many years have you been here? And tell me what do you like about working with the city?
Well, I've been here 14 years, and I have met a lot of residents that just touched my heart, and I love working for the town, and I love watching the town grow, and it is growing fast.
It is growing, yeah, it is. And I mean, and with that growth comes added responsibilities for you guys, and I realize that. But I just really have to say, homeowners, really watch out like you say, either stay home, help these guys out. And just because you don't see you guys out on the road when they want to be seeing you, it doesn't mean that you're not at some place doing some work, right?
Absolutely.
And so keep up the good work. Make sure that you stop in the city office if you have any questions. And thank you, Mike. Thank you, Matt, for keeping the city of Vergas running.
Well, thank you, Sherri.
All right. You have a good day in Vergas.